Now we have seen about the high field domain formation of gun diode. So we can now see about the different types of modes in gun diode. So coming to the first mode, that is the gun oscillation mode. Okay, so when the N0 L factor, its range is in between the 10 raised to 12 and 10 raised to 14 per centimeter square. So when they are having the product of doping and the length greater than 10 raised to 12, what happens? A very high field domain is formed and moves from the cathode to anode. So N0L is only going to determine about the modes in gun device. So in the gun device, if the N0L product is greater than 10 raised to 12, we have this particular mode which is commonly called as the gun mode. Okay, and when the electric field is greater than the threshold electric field only, we get such a type of mode. And remember, in this stage the gun is going to work as an oscillator, and the period of oscillation, that is the time period t, how can you write it? We can write it as d by v, that is the thickness of the device divided by the drift velocity, and the frequency of oscillation will be the reciprocal of the period of the oscillation. Now what we have already studied is when we are applying the electric field greater than the threshold electric field, a domain will be formed and the domain will be collected. That is, from the cathode it will reach the anode, and at the anode it will be collected. Okay, so the high field domain drift along the specimen until it reaches the anode. And one another thing also we have to consider, that is until the low field drops below the sustaining field ES required to maintain VS. That is, whichever specimen we are considering, we have to consider also a electric field factor, that is a sustaining electric field. So if our electric field goes below the sustaining electric field, our domain cannot be present in the specimen. Okay, so the domain can be present only if the field is above the sustaining electric field ES. And remember this particular value, since we are considering our gallium arsenide specimen, the sustaining drift velocity for gallium arsenide is Vs is equal to 10 raised to 7 centimeter per second. So here is a graph between the drift velocity and the electric field, and here both the electric field values, that is the threshold and the sustaining electric field is shown. So when you apply your electric field greater than the threshold electric field only, we consider the domain to be formed. But make sure that always the sustaining electric field, the minimum value is there, and if the electric field is going to drop below this ES, our domain is not going to remain. Okay, so since the electron drift velocity is just varying with the electric field, there can be three possible domain modes for gun oscillation mode: transit time domain mode, delayed domain mode, and quenched domain mode. So now we will see these three gun oscillation modes. Now about the transit time domain mode, that is when F into L is equal to 10 raised to 7 centimeter per second. So in this condition, our electron drift velocity Vd will be equal to that of the sustaining velocity Vs. Okay, so Vd is equal to Vs is equal to Fl is equal to 10 raised to 7 centimeter per second. So when the drift velocity and the sustaining velocity becomes equal, we can say that the time period of oscillation will be same as the transit time, that is tau t, through the device. So in this condition, the high field domain form will be stable and the domain will be collected only when it reaches from the cathode to the anode. So when you are observing here the particular signal, say it is getting completed at time period t is equal to tau t, that is the same as the transit time through the device. But since the current will be collected only when the domain arrives at the anode, the efficiency will be less. It is only say 10%. Now this type of domain mode, it does not require any external circuit for operation. That is, the time period of oscillation will be same as the transit time through the specimen. Now next, in the case of delayed domain mode, when the transit time is chosen so that the domain is collected when E is lesser than ETH as shown. That is, in the figure you can see that when the electric field become lesser than the threshold electric field value, that time you are going to collect the domain. Okay, so in such cases we are having a efficiency to be 20% since we are collecting the domain as soon as the electric field is going below the threshold field value. So when will a new domain be formed? It can be formed only when the electric field rises above the threshold again. Okay, so this mode is also called as a inhibited mode and the efficiency is around 20%. And remember this condition. This condition is when the FL value is ranging between 10 raised to 6 centimeter per second and 10 raised to 7 centimeter per second. So what is to be remembered is when you are drawing this particular signal, it has to drop below the threshold electric field value, and that time only we are going to collect the domain. So here the period of oscillation tau 0, it will be greater than the transit time through the specimen. And the operating frequency, it will be how it can be equal to or less than that in the gun mode which we have seen previously. Okay. Now next in the quenched domain mode. So in case of quenched domain mode, what we are considering is that in the negative half cycle, when the electric field here is dropping below the sustaining electric field. So when you are drawing below the threshold electric field, we are having a sustaining electric field, and in the negative half portion, the value is dropping below the value of ES. That is, our signal is getting dropped below the ES. So that is a case when we are considering for quenched domain mode. So what happens if the bias field is dropping below the sustaining field ES? The domain is going to collapse. So that is why we are saying it is a quenched domain mode. So somewhere in the sample itself it is getting quenched or it is going to disappear. So it does not reach the anode. From cathode it starts, but before reaching the anode, somewhere in the specimen itself it is getting quenched or disappeared. So when you are drawing, remember the electric field here is dropping below the sustaining electric field in the negative half cycle. Okay, so the domain is not going to reach the anode in this case. So efficiency can be somewhere around 13%. Okay, so when will a new domain be formed? A new domain can be formed only when the bias field becomes greater than the threshold. Then the new domain is nucleated and the process can repeat. And see how here it is, the transit time TOT of the device, it is located far away from this particular signal. That is, it is not coming to the anode side. The transit time through the specimen is not being completed. Before itself we are collecting our this particular domain mode. Okay, it is getting actually collapsed. Okay, so we have to consider this mode as such, and here how will the period of oscillation be? It will be very much lesser than the transit time TOT. So the frequency it will be higher than the gun or the delayed mode. Next, about the limited space charge accumulation mode, that is when FL is greater than 2 into 10 raised to 7 centimeter per second. So here this is a simplest mode of operation where the gun diode work as a part of resonance circuit. So here we are going to employ a gun diode along with say a LC resonance circuit, and the resonance circuit is tuned to a very high frequency, several times greater than the transit time mode. Okay, so the resonant frequency, since it is being very high for the tank circuit which we are going to use along with the gun diode, even if a domain is being formed by a gun diode also, it will be quenched by the resonance circuit. So here remember that the domain is not being allowed to form at all. We cannot even say that actually a domain is formed. Okay, so when the frequency is very high, the domains do not have sufficient time to form while the field is still above threshold. That is, the electric field may be the above the threshold value, but still the domain cannot be formed because there is no sufficient time since the frequency is very high. So as a result, what happens? Charge carriers accumulate near the cathode and collapse with time. That is, the domain is not being actually formed, it is not getting transferred from cathode to anode, it is going to collapse with time. So in such cases, the internal electric field will be uniform and it will be proportional to the applied voltage, and the current will be proportional to the drift velocity at this field level. And the efficiency observed in such cases can reach around 20%. Okay, so in this mode we are going to use our gun diode along as a part of a resonance circuit, and since the frequencies get very high, the domain is not having sufficient time to be formed and it is going to get collapsed with time, and in such cases the electric field observed will be uniform and the efficiency around 20% can be obtained. And when you are observing the figure, we can say that the larger part of the domain, it will be maintained in negative conductance. Okay, during a large part of voltage cycle, the domains are there in the negative conductance region, and the period of the oscillation, it will be lesser than the transit time, that is a tau t through the device. Okay, so here the period of oscillation tau O, it will be lesser than that of the tau t. Okay, and remember to show this values, that is the ETH and ES. But here, even though the electric field is above the threshold also, actually what is happening is the domain is not being allowed to form since the frequency is very high. Now, whatever modes we have seen that the gun diode is working as an oscillator. Now, when the N0L product it become lesser than the 10 raised to 12 per centimeter square, the device is going to exhibit amplification at the transit time frequency rather than spontaneous oscillation. Okay, so here is a case when our gun diode is going to work as an amplifier. That is, along with the oscillator, it can also work as an amplifier if N0L is lesser than 10 raised to 12 per centimeter square. So here the domain is not allowed to form. So the negative conductance is utilized without the domain formation. That is, within the transit time of the device, here there are what? Very few carriers for domain formation within the transit time along this condition. So the amplification of the signals near the transit time frequency can be accomplished. So the gun diode can act as an amplifier as well as an oscillator. Now regarding the gun diode circuit and applications. So in gun diodes are having many type of application, as we have discussed. It can be used as an oscillator, amplifier, etc. And in all the microwave test bench also we can employ a gun diode instead of using a klystron. Okay, so gun diodes are having many practical application. So here you can see a gun diode is inserted in a resonant cavity, and whatever current pulse is coming from the gun diode due to its domain formation, it is actually being coupled to the resonant cavity. So the RF energy is coupled via a iris opening in the waveguide, and it can be coupled. So the energy coming to from the gun diode, it can be coupled. So such a gun diode has got many type of applications. It can be used in amplification, oscillation. It can be used as a microwave source for a receiver, local oscillator, police, radar, or in microwave communication links, etc. So gun diode is actually tremendously being used in microwave communications. Now, these are the possible problems which could be asked in the examination for a gun diode. So all the problems, they will be direct substitution of the equations learned. So here is a question to determine the conductivity of the gun diode, and the following parameters are given. That is the electron density at the lower valley, upper valley, and the temperature. So we know the equation to calculate the conductivity. Okay, so substituting these, we get the conductivity of the gun diode. Now another question which is asked here, some parameters of the N-type gallium arsenide gun diode is given. Asked to compute the electron drift velocity, current density, and negative electron mobility. Okay, so electron drift velocity Vd can be obtained when you are multiplying F into L. So F is given 10 gigahertz and L is given 10 micrometers. So we get the electron drift velocity, and current density can be calculated from the expression J is equal to QNV. So we know Q is the charge of electron, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, and N and V is known. So by using those values, we have to calculate the value of J. Now it is got as 320 ampere per centimeter square, and the negative electron mobility. Okay, so usually mu is Vd by E. So here we have asked to compute the negative electron mobility. So remember to put the minus sign here. So mu n is minus Vd by E. Okay, so substituting these parameter values, you get the expression. So these are the possible two problems which is already asked from the section of gun diode. Okay, so in this particular section, we have discussed about the domain formation in gun diode, okay, and about the different modes of the gun diode, and we have seen about the possible two problems which have been asked in the examination from the gun diode section. Okay, so in the first lecture, we have understood all about the basic working principle of the gun diode, the theory, that is RWH theory, which is supporting the gun diode, and the characteristics of gun diode. And then now lecture, we have discussed all about domain formation, modes, and the problems in gun diode.